what makes you so unique. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. And I am Nicole Everett, the host of Conversations with Nicole, a talk show based here in Tallahassee, Florida, focused on connecting the community through conversations. And it is what I call What Women Want Wednesday. What do women want? Who knows? We're going to talk about that a little bit. So, what Women Want Wednesday is a chance for an opportunity for us women folk to come together and talk about a variety of things. It's an interactive live, but the men, if they're on here, they can chime in as well. So, let's dive in. So, as I start, I always ask my viewers to chime in with their city and state. So, in the comments, if you would enter your city and state so that I can give you a shout out. We are live here on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Roku TV via the Greater Works Network. So, thank you all for tuning in and on one of those three platforms. And if you're on Facebook and YouTube, share this. Tag somebody, share with somebody, let them know that you are tuning in, and we're going to have a great conversation tonight. So, I see you. I see you, Javon, my sister in Atlanta. Thank you for tuning in. I see you, Christopher and Tifton GA. Thanks for tuning in. Hey there, Maine, Monticello, Tallahassee. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. And my girl Trina in Dallas, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. So, and then my cousin Susan. Hey, Susan. Susan's in Virginia. Thanks for tuning in. Well, we are national today. Look, Texas, Georgia, Virginia. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this sister, I'm trying to think of when we met. I think it was at a vision board session that she did in 2016. And when I tell you that thing was so powerful, I took a picture of the vision board that I made in this session, and I had it as my screensaver on my phone. And I want to tell you, pretty much everything that was on that vision board has happened for me. I went to Japan. I rode the bullet train. I went to Dubai. I had some money from Dubai. I've gone to Dubai. Yeah, I have started the show. This was before I even started the show. I had like a crowd of people. I just knew that I was going to be talking to the masses, if you will. So it was powerful, and it was spiritually based. And so anyway, from that time to this, she has been a great inspiration and a source of positivity and encouragement. So let me read a little bit from her bio. Look, a little bit from her bio, because she does a lot. Okay, but Miss Jimmeal Nicole Peterson, who goes by Jimmeal Nicole, was born in Miami, Florida. Hey, 305 represent. She graduated from Florida State University with a bachelor's and master's degrees in social work. And she took those childhood lessons, coupled them with her spiritual grounding, and has devoted her life's work to serving underserved populations, particularly women and girls of color. And so for over 10 years, she has worked in the social work space, in clinical settings, in hospitals and community agencies. And she is a life skills coach, entrepreneur, counselor, and she has her own business, hands-on success training, also known as Host. And she also is the author of a new book. This is her first published work, Affirming I Am, and we're going to talk about what are you affirming. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you my friend, my sister, Jimmeal Nicole.
Well, hello. How are you? I am
Doing good.
Jimmeal Peterson, and it's so wonderful to be on
Absolutely.
tonight. Yes, I
Thank
was
you
looking
for
forward to
being
this.
here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I am honored. I am
My
honored.
pleasure. My
Yes,
pleasure.
yes.
My pleasure. So tell the folks who don't know you who you are, not what you do, because I just went through that, but tell them who you are. Who is Jimmeal Peterson?
Jimmeal Peterson is a woman of color who loves the Lord, loves her family. I am very passionate about what I do, so I gotta speak about what I do because I just believe it's a part of who I am. I love helping people. I love pushing and pulling on what's already inside of you. And so, as Nicole did that wonderful introduction, she talked about my baby being vision boards. I believe in pulling out the vision that people carry, pulling it out and helping them see to it that they accomplish the things that they set out to do.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I got a couple more shouts out. My mom is on Miami.
Okay, Mom. Come
Uh,
on, Miami. Come on. Hey, Mom.
all right. And we got Kanisha Taylor, 305. Thank you for being on.
That's my
And
BFF.
oh, nice. Nice. Hey,
Yes.
friend. All right. And then Princess, who's right here in Tallahassee, who has been a great supporter as well. So thank you for being on, Princess.
Yes.
So it is What Women Want Wednesday. And again, the men can chime in as well, but we're really focusing on the ladies tonight. So
Mhm.
we are talking about being everybody's everything. And what are you affirming? But we're gonna
Ooh,
start out with being everybody's everything. So before we went live, I was telling you that that particular topic
yeah,
makes me think about the Superwoman Syndrome.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And tell the folks what you said when I said that.
I said, especially for women,
Mhm.
women of color, we have capes in the closet.
Listen, capes in the closet. Now I like clothes,
Me too.
and I listen. I got a lot of capes in my closet.
Yes, yes. And that is kind of what we're going to touch on. Um, Capes, those capes could be your mother cape, your daughter cape, cousin cape, niece cape, co-worker cape. I mean, we have so many capes we don't even know how to name them because we don't even really understand who we are in certain relationships.
Mhm.
And that's kind of what we're going to touch on tonight. Just being able to get comfortable with ourselves, knowing who we are, so that we can start to set boundaries.
Mm, okay. All right. So let's dive in. But before we do,
Mm-hmm.
I got a message that the feedback is a little high. So do me a favor and just adjust your volume just a little bit
Okay.
on your yeah. All right.
How's that? How's that?
That's better. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so let's talk about it. So being everybody's everything.
yeah.
Why do we do
So
that?
I think, and I want our viewers to really get comfortable. I want you all to take some notes if you need to. And definitely, as Nicole said, put some comments in the chat. I want to start with saying we do things so well. All right. So first off, come on. We got to applaud ourselves because we do things so well. We come into a situation and we can immediately adjust. We can immediately, be an answer to a problem. And so it's like it comes natural because our Father, He gave us something extra, to do it. But we have to know when to step back. We have to know when to take the capes with an S off. And the reason why I say with an S is because we put on several capes. Now, if you can for a moment, now I know for my people down south, it's probably good warm weather. The sun was shining, but up here it's a little cold. But could you imagine wearing 10 and 12 capes at a time? See, wearing one cape, it's not so bad. You could do it. Matter of fact, it feels good because as the wind blows, the cape blows, right? But you put on 5 and 7 and 10 capes at a time, it becomes what? It becomes heavy. All right. You start to feel like, okay, my body heat is rising. I'm becoming overwhelmed. And so we have to know when to not put on so many things on our plate, on our backs, on our shoulders. All right. So I definitely want to talk about setting boundaries, being healthy. That's a healthy thing to set boundaries. But the most important thing you have to do in order to start setting boundaries is you got to know you. You got to know you got to be in tune with yourself. You got to know what you like. You got to know what you don't like. And you got to be honest. You can't be afraid about what someone else might say, how someone may feel in the relationship. You have to think about it's me first, me first. And so I'm a pause right there.
All right. Me first. So
Me first.
I think about being on the airplane and they talking about you tending to yourself with the
Yes.
mask before you assist your the person next to you or the child that you're with or whatever the case may be. So that kind of lends itself to the self-care piece, right?
It does. It does. The thing is, we have been so conditioned to feel like putting yourself first is a bad thing because of, self-ish. But there's balance to everything that we do. So you have to, at the example you gave is perfect. You have to take care of yourself first before you could do anything for anybody else. If you're burnt out, if you're worn out, if you're working on fumes, you're not giving them 100% anyway, right? So the thing is, we have to practice at it. We gotta practice self-care. And when we do that, again, I gotta go back to boundaries. So I don't know how many people understand when we say boundaries, a lot of times we think about my personal space. Like, listen, You stay here. Um, if I invite you in, then we good. But there's this invisible barrier that I don't want you to cross. That's one aspect of it. But there are several categories when we think about boundaries. There's material boundaries. There's physical boundaries, which I just described. Um, there is mental boundaries, emotional boundaries, sexual boundaries, and of course, spiritual boundaries. Now, I could touch on all of them, but Nicole, you tell me kind of what you
Come
want.
on, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
all
go.
right. So let's talk about material boundaries. That's just what it is. Material. Um, clothing, money, books, things tangible. And so have you ever had a friend, a loved one, a colleague, and you know you let them borrow something, and you kind of assume that they will give it back in decent amount of time, and they did not. And when they did return it, you looking at it like, "Now, good, well, did they have a book in the car?" That's you got to set boundaries when you do things like that. Um, a relative of mine, she taught me something years ago before I even really dived into the social work profession. And I tell you, you got some social workers and some life counselors out there that will give you the truth through their life experiences. So I love listening to, the older women, older men. They give you so much wisdom. What she said to me, she said, if you are going to be inconvenienced, if it's going to put you in a situation where you're stuck, you can't do it. Somebody asked to borrow your car, if they were to crash the car, would that put you in a bind? Where would that leave you?
Right.
So when she said that, I was like, oh, wow. Because again, I told you all in the beginning, it's like natural for me to want to help people. And so I had to learn too to say no. Or I had to learn to say, maybe I shouldn't right now. Okay. And so that's one thing. I think material boundaries is one thing I think that we all have experienced one way or another. Physical boundaries, that's another one. Like I said, you kind of see it a lot in the workplace where, you like, especially if you just started working on the job and you just trying to figure things out and figure everyone out, you just got this line that you really don't want anybody to cross. And especially during the pandemic has helped us kind of, step back and not be so close. But there are some people that don't understand personal space. And so it's kind of easy for us to kind of think about the physical boundaries. But let's talk about the mental. So as a matter of fact, let me say this: mental, emotional, and sexual boundaries. That's mainly about you and really, really for you. And when I say it like that, I mean when it comes to your mental boundaries, I'm talking about your thoughts, what you believe, and how you let others influence you. Um, you won't get so angry when you're sure about your mental boundaries. You won't get so angry when somebody disagrees with you. You really do have that aura that let's agree to disagree and be okay with it. But someone that does not have those mental boundaries, they get really bothered and upset by someone going against what they believe. And again, that tells me if I was working with someone, privately, I would get them to let's talk about that a little bit more because that's telling me that there's something that may not be resolved within you. The same, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, absolutely. Thoughts are thoughts. Everybody has them.
Yes.
And, for you to allow somebody else's thoughts to get you so upset or in your feelings, that's an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't recognize it as it being our issue. We think it's their issue,
Yes.
but it really is our issue. The other category or area is emotional. Again, more about us, more about our feelings, and just knowing how we feel. And I'll pause to say you may not always know how to describe it, but I would like to say uh, be on a quest to discover more of you, discover who you are, be in tune with your feelings because you're not going to be able to set proper boundaries and show someone or tell someone how to treat you if you don't know.
Yeah.
So I want to, again say it's okay if at first you like I really can't figure this out, and that's where counseling could help or coaching, depending on what area it is, that can help. But make it your business to work on you, discover more about you, try new things, just explore growing and becoming. And then sexual, that's really for couples and those married couples and just hey boo boyfriend and all that in between. You really want to know what your boundaries are when it comes to sex. You want to know, like, I don't like that. And you want to be able to articulate that. We all adults here, so I'm just, going right in with it. You got to be able to say what you don't like, and it's good if you can tell your person, your boo, if you could tell them before it happens. So that's why I got to go back to this is why self-discovery, it should be an ongoing thing. Because there's going to be some things that you don't know about yourself, right? And so it is okay if it just so happens that something is said or something is done and then you realize. But what I want to encourage you is to not wait to be verbal about it. Do not wait to speak on it. Don't drive it out. Don't drag it out. Be bold about the things that matter to you, the things that concern you. And then lastly, spiritual. Again, that is you. That's you and God, or whatever you believe. That's your beliefs and your experiences with whomever you seek, whoever you serve. And so I just wanted to break it down. I hope that was helpful because again, I said I hear it a lot where we talk about boundaries and we're so broad with it, but I don't know that people pause to really look at it in those different areas.
No, I think that's really good that you broke it down like that. And we do have a few comments. So
Okay, let's.
Lisa said, finally setting boundaries saved my life in 2020 is continuing to save me. And it was a therapist who taught me. Thank you for bringing this to the forefront, my sisters.
Wow.
God bless.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So Princess said, that's when it's frustrating before I have to be vulnerable to work on me to connect and grow as a woman.
Mm, that's when it's frustrating. I would love for Princess to put some more into the comment so we
Okay.
can
So
elaborate
Princess,
on that.
elaborate on that a little more. She actually has some more comments. I'm gonna put them up.
Oh,
She
okay.
said,
Okay.
now that's an area, that area is so confusing because I can't go with the flow of sex because I don't like casual sex or missing someone who is just temporary in my life. So I think referencing the sexual boundaries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, then listen, you already got a boundary set right there. You already know that you're not trying to get into a relationship with anybody who doesn't mean business, who's not looking for something long term. And that right there, you need to applaud and pop your collar and do whatever you like to do to applaud yourself for just knowing that that's a absolute for you, that you have set that standard. So
Mm,
that's good. That is really good.
indeed. So one of the things that you said was not waiting to communicate, but I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes waiting is valuable, especially when you don't know exactly what you're feeling. But communicating to the person, hey, I need time, a moment, or what have you, to really kind of identify what's going on with me, to really understand what I'm feeling, and then I'll get back with you on that.
Yes, I totally agree with that. So I'm glad you did bring that up to clarify. When I was referring to don't wait, I'm talking about months. I'm talking about, yeah, because we do it. We will wait months. We will wait till the wrong button has been pressed. And
Months.
listen, we talking about, something as simple as, and I'm just throwing something out there, ladies. You didn't let the toilet seat down. And homeboy said he's sorry. But you done went all off into something that happened, months ago. That's what I'm referring to.
Gotcha.
Because again, he's not gonna understand. Well, I mean, I was in a rush. I forgot to let it down. I said, I'm sorry. Where all this? You know what they like to say? Where all this coming from? This. It's that this is what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Don't wait months at a time. And I love what you said, Nicole. Even if you can't really describe it at the moment, just being able to articulate that, I need some time to process what it is I'm feeling or thinking. And I definitely want to have a conversation with you about it, but I got to be able to name it myself, you
Mhm.
know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think in that conversation, maybe set a timeline for yourself so that it's not months.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Right. Yes. Yes. I would, and I try not to, I don't tell people what to do. I like to listen and
Mhm.
encourage, because a lot of times you know what to do. You're not sure. And so I'm that cheerleader, I'm that coach that pushes you in the right direction, or shall I say, remind you of some things and tell you that you are headed in the right direction. And
Mhm.
so, depending on what it is, um, I do agree to allow the individual to set the timeline, but try not to go past 30 days.
Okay.
Because some things do it really does take time. If it's something that may have happened or something that was said that triggered something from the past trauma, then yeah, that may take you a little time. But at least, like you said, they put it out there to let those individuals or that individual know, hey, I gotta take some time to process it. Just give me a minute. And hopefully, what I hope is that they would check back in with you too, to kind of let you know that, hey, I hadn't forgot what you said, and I'm really concerned, and I want to hear, what's going on. So that's always a good indicator too,
All
to
right.
use that. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ask the viewers to put a thumbs up if that information or that advice was helpful to you. Put it in the comments and send it out to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Tell,
Let
tell
us
me what the viewer's
let us
saying. Let
know.
me see.
Yeah, put a thumbs up in the comments if that was helpful. Setting boundaries, and also if you aren't able to articulate what's going on with you right now, tell them you need a moment and you'll get back with them. All
Mm-hmm,
right.
mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
I see we got E on here. Mr. Enigma September. He's on YouTube tonight. Thank you for showing love, brother. He does a podcast.
Hey.
And so he's supposed to have me on there this month. So looking forward to it. All right.
Oh,
Lisa has a thumbs up. So thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Appreciate
hey,
it.
Lisa.
So being everybody's everything, is that even possible?
We try. We try, and we try hard too. To the point where we are worn out, burnt out, worn out. Like we're so exhausted
Mhm.
from trying to be everything and be that person for everybody, and we don't take time for ourselves. I wish I had a extra cup, but if you could just imagine, and I use this illustration a lot, but imagine you have a full cup. I'm gonna say teacup. I
Mhm.
got my cup here, but let's just say this was really full, and just imagine a teacup, and you want to be like how the British does. They drink their tea and they have their saucer, right? They have their saucer. Well, your cup should be full to the brim, and you should work to be poured into continuously. That's that self care, whether it's you pouring into yourself or someone else pouring into you. That way, that your cup, it stays full, and that spillage that's going to happen from you being poured into, what's on the saucer, what's left on the saucer, that's really what you should be using to pour into others.
Mm.
Now, I want you to think about that for a moment. How many of us are running on empty cups?
Mm.
And then the other question is, what are we doing? Who do we have in our circle? Who are we looking up to? Who do we call our accountability partners to pour back into us? If you, and this might um, make a couple people say ouch, but I want you to hear me and hear my heart when I say this.
It's all right. Truth and love.
Truth and love. If you have a circle, and I know when I talk to people nowadays they like to tell me, hey, my circle small. You know, they done learned some things, they done went through some things. So it's like they circle small. And so those small circles are dear to you. But you gotta always evaluate your circles, right? Because you could be that person for your circle. So I gotta have you think for a moment. If everybody in your circle is either on your level or not quite on your level. So you see my hands. So you're here, they're here. They, you know, sometimes you come up here and y'all on the same page, but then sometimes you feel like I got to go talk to her again, or I got to talk to him again. And so it's like this. You need people in your circle like this. Those are the people you need to pour into you. Because the people that's on your level or right here, they're only going to be able to give you what they have at that level. So when it comes to self-care, you know, you gotta reach, sometimes you gotta reach outside the circle. Even if that means, you know, reading a book, you know, listening to podcasts, inspiration, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if you can't figure out who is that person for me, I mean, who can I look up to? Who can I say, yeah, that's my go-to person? And you know, that person, I won't say that that's their only role in your life, but definitely that's their primary role. And sometimes you can articulate that to them and they understand the assignment. Meaning they okay with, we ain't got to be, you know, talking every day. We don't have to, you know, go out to dinner, you know, once a week, once a month. They understand their assignment is, I'm pouring into Jimmeal. You know, when Jimmeal calls me and she needs an ear, this is what I'm here for. And they're okay with that.
Yeah, so that's a special gifting.
Yes, it is. Listen, it is. But guess what? It's gifts that we have. Because again, think for a moment. That is what we do. We do, again, talking about we trying to be everything for everybody. Because it is a gift, but it's a gift that comes natural to us. I just think that we need to work on balance. We really need to work on balance.
So there's a meme. Well, I don't want to call it a meme. It's a quote that says the listener needs somebody to listen to them.
Yes, yes.
Or something like that. It's either the listener needs listening to also, or something like that. But they need somebody to listen.
They need somebody, right? They need somebody. If I have anyone on here that's in the helping profession, not just counselors, but it could be police officers, firemen, helping profession.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes you do not want to do anything when you come home. You know, you need to just, as I said in my book, you need to reframe, you need to recharge, you need to relax. You don't want to do anything. Why? Because you've done that. You was everything and answered every call all throughout the day. So we all have that gift. We just need to work on balance.
Okay. I think very well said. Very well said. So anything else we want to say about being everybody's everything? Because we are, 40 minutes in and
I know.
Still got what are you affirming to talk about?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut it off.
Look, we could have made this the whole topic tonight.
We really could have, but because it's needed. I'm sure the viewers in the comments are chiming in and giving you great feedback. I know it's needed. I hear it a lot. And so another time, another time. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I think I gave them enough.
Okay. Cool. All right. John Tate said, I'm a certified life coach and I have a life coach. I have answers for
Yes.
others, but also need answers for myself. Yes.
Come on, John Tay. I
Yeah.
have a life coach too. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
I agree with that.
Awesome. All right. So let's
What we
transition
got?
to what are you affirming? So this topic came as a result of affirming I
Yes.
am, finding
Affirming
words,
I-
finding me. So first, let's talk about the book. Like, what inspired this?
What inspired this? Well, if I may be very transparent,
Yeah.
I'm studying for a big test, and I was exhausted from reading and the verbiage, the professional jargon, and I needed to decompress. And I love word searches, and I could not find my word search, and I have several, but I knew that was him. He was directing my path because I heard it very clearly. You're gonna create your own, and I'm thinking like, what? I never thought to do that. Like I said, I love them, but never thought to do that. And so as I started to put pen to paper, um, it really, really became very clear to me that what everyone, and I'm talking about women, what we could use right now is some positivity, but understanding that, we got to speak positivity into our lives. And so I I just started writing any positive word that came to mind. I just started writing it down, and then I started putting more shape to the book when I realized that I wanted to really be therapeutic. So as you know, there's journal pages inside, and I call those pages WRITE, Write Therapy, because writing what you're feeling, what you're thinking is an outlet. And so this is really all in one because it got quite a few things that you can do to encourage positivity.
Absolutely. So some of the words that are listed here, and I'm just looking at puzzle 20. I
All
am
right.
committed, complete, cool, delightful, elegant, fulfilled, here. Here, I am here, which means I'm present.
Yes, that's one
Listen,
of my favorites.
neutral, picture perfect, resourceful, risk taker, skillful, successful, trendsetter, victorious. I think that's my favorite. Victorious.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm telling you, when you and when you go through this, I I know you've started, but for me, because I got my own, listen, I'm using my own, and I just get so fired up and feel like, listen, I can do this, whatever this is, I can do it,
Yes.
and it's like, how can you say a positive statement without feeling positive, without that energy that comes along with it? So I just love everything about this for me. So I knew somebody else putting this in somebody else's hands, they would appreciate it and really understand how to use it. So let me say that too. So every puzzle is titled I Am.
Mhm.
And the words that you find help you to create a positive statement. So, as you said, your favorite is victorious. So, you would say, I am victorious. And what I would like to think is that for my clients and customers that have gotten the book, they're using the journal pages to actually write the positive statements out, or write those words that stood out to them in the puzzle, and then have your own positive affirmation at the end of it all. And
Mhm.
so in the back, I know it's puzzle 25. I want to say it's page. Yeah, puzzle 25
Mhm.
is where from 25 to 30 are actual positive affirmations that I have written, or that I wrote as I was creating this book. No, it starts at 26. So 26 through 30. Those are positive affirmations that I wrote. So I'm gonna tell you all my favorite one, the one that I just said. Look, I'm about to wake my husband up running through this house because I just thought you couldn't tell me. It says, I am above average. Excellence is my middle name. I am wanted and cherished. I bring value to others. Opportunities for increase, nowhere to find me. I am at the table I built. Woo! I look. Better be glad we live. Listen, that one there, I said, yeah, that's perfect for me to just close the book right on that one.
Right. No,
Yes,
that is very encouraging. Very, very encouraging.
yeah. I am so grateful for the feedback that I've gotten, and to know that there have been some colleagues of mine, some clinicians that I know that have purchased the book and they're using it with their clients in therapy. Just, I mean, it just blesses my heart. It really does. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So folks are asking or saying they need the book. So where can they find it?
Well, you can go to my website. It's www.jimmealnicole.com. Um, as a matter of fact, when you go on the website, you'll probably get a little pop up for you to subscribe, so you'll know um, about any sales, any blog postings that I do. And then you can go right to the shop page and check it out. And I did just have Black Friday and a cyber sale. And so the response was very, very good. And so I'm placing an order this week because the inventory is getting low.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's a
But
good
I
thing.
got you. It is a good thing. It's a great thing.
So I took advantage of that Black Friday sale and got several copies. So
You sure did.
we're gifting for the season. So get ready,
Yes.
get ready, get ready to affirm I am.
Yes, and I kept it on sale too, because
Okay.
originally it was $20, but I just feel like being a blessing from now to the end of the year. I think it's a great tool to get us ready for 2022. Don't get ready January 1.
Right.
Let's get ready now. This day 1 of December, so we got 31 days. We could do a
Nice.
lot. We could do a lot.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. My friend Susan, who I call Beverly, she said she just went and downloaded the 30-day self-care challenge. So tell me what is
Yes.
that? What is the 30-day self-care challenge?
So actually, I rolled it out in October. thanks to you. I was talking with you, and and you sent me that message. Like, I think it was a message, or maybe we were face to face. But I remember you saying, "Well, October has 31 days." I said, "Yeah, you're right." I said, "I think I might do it then." And so it's just it's a guide, because there might be some things on there that don't really fit you, but I will say be open to try some new things. But it's a guide to get you in the practice of self-care.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can do one thing every day for 31 days, oh, I feel like you well on your way to some consistency, to making some changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's powerful. That's powerful. So
Yeah.
just one thing every day.
One thing every day. And we should be doing something every day for ourselves anyway.
Mm,
Even if it's taking 10 minutes and just being quiet.
yeah.
So just for a minute, let me say, self-care looks different to everyone, but sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because we think we gotta do something that costs money, or a lot of time, or no, just being able to carve out moments where you can be silent is good. And so we got this joke, especially in the culture, mothers especially, we love sitting in the car. I'm guilty. I'm so guilty. Listen, and really, I don't apologize about it. When I come home, when I come from picking up my little one, she already know. Um, I see you inside. That's how she said. She gets out the car.
We
She like,
already know.
listen, I'll see you inside. Yes. Listen, your car is your office. You doing conference calls in the car, and sometimes you just sitting there. Listen, you eating in the car. You just whatever listening to music, but sitting in that car. Ooh, that's the best self-care for me. I do that every day. So I'm doing a couple of things for myself every day, but that definitely is one of them. I don't know how many people with me, but
They all are chiming in.
listen, I'm telling you, the car is the spot. It is the spot.
The car is the spot.
It's the
Yes.
spot.
The mobile safe haven sanctuary.
Your mobile sanctuary. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So look, everybody is chiming in saying
They know about that car. Listen, and I know for the mothers, oh, I know y'all with me. Y'all are with me. Listen, let me say this. I don't know about you all, but I'm just gonna keep it real for the people. See, the other place is the bathroom. But if you got children and you got a husband, a partner, listen, they don't mind. Once y'all pass that stage of being all comfortable, getting to know each other, and I better not do that in front of him and all this other stuff. Once y'all pass that, look, hey, you got a minute? So I'm like, well, yeah. So it's something about that car. It's almost like they see the car and be like, well, wait, yeah, are you leaving or what you doing? And I could just throw my hand up and be like, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. But the bathroom, I was thinking the bathroom was the spot, but no, and especially not with the little ones. You got the door closed. Y'all with me, and they put their hand under the door. They just want you to, mommy, just you in there, mommy?
Right.
Yes, I'm in here. I'm in here. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So
Hilarious.
what do women want? We want some time.
Hey.
We want some time to ourselves. Or like I was saying to my best friend today, we just want to be able to exhale. We just exhale.
Mhm. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. So
yes.
some time into exhale.
Some
Yes.
time in the exhale.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I know we talked about the book, but in our question was, what are you affirming? I just want you to briefly speak to how words make a difference in what you
Oh
say
my God.
and how that impacts you.
I mean, I probably got some word scholars on tonight. And when I call them word scholars, I mean the people that are very mindful of how people talk back to them, because we're paying attention to tone, because you could say, I love you, like, really, if somebody said it to you like that, you like, really. So it's when you put feeling behind those words too, and belief behind those words. Oh, it's a powerful thing. And so even going back to boundaries, we need balance. We need balance with our words. Don't think that you can just say any old thing, and it only works. It really only works with the positive words. No, it works with the negative words. It works with the positive words. That's why you need to be mindful of your words, because again, I see a comment. Yeah, it had to happen. You don't want to get into a it had to happen moment where you just go off because of something that someone said or how they said it. But please know, when you use positive words, there's neuroscience behind this, people. Things do happen, things do change. Those words that you speak are active, and they're set out to do whatever it is you spoke. And
Mm-hmm.
so this is why I love vision boards. And Nicole, if you could remember, in that workshop, without diving into it, I did not just allow you all to put images on the board. I wanted you to hang that board. I wanted you to speak to that board, speak to those images. Why? Because your words do matter. Your words are on an assignment. Whatever that word is, it's on an assignment to fulfill whatever it is you're wanting and wants you.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Very
So
good.
yeah, what are you affirming? I hope that every day, we are affirming something positive, something that speaks to us growing,
Yeah.
something that speaks to us, being in tune with who we are. And as we do it, as we practice it, as we, really, really start to understand it, we'll be bold about it. All right. So you're not just saying, I am I am powerful, I am queen, I'm a risk taker. You really start to feel those things that you're saying, because why? Those words do matter. And without giving you too much of my introduction in the book, I tell of a incident, that happened when I was younger, and we used to love to say, "Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me." Words can hurt. That's why we were saying that. That
Right.
was just a defense mechanism. But words do hurt. But words also heal. Words also comfort. So again, I don't want you to just think of the negative. Think of the positive. We quickly focus on the negative, but think of the positive words that can be said and spoken over your life or over a situation, and how it can change your perspective, your mind, your mindset. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Love it. So Miss T said your words are on assignment.
Yeah. Your words are on an assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Say so. Michael Cork, words have hurt at a much greater rate than sticks and stones.
Talk about it, brother. That's my
Yes,
brother, y'all.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Greater
Li-
than sticks and stones. Yeah.
uh-huh. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right?
Don't let me start quoting now. You know,
Okay, look,
reach
we
the
don't want you to
whole.
shout. Come on, we trying to wrap it on up. All
Let
right.
me
So
wrap it on
since
up.
we had Michael Cork on, that's a great segue
Yeah.
to, even though this is not a topic on the flyer, but it's a great segue to the Remember Me project. So tell the folks
Yes.
about Remember Me.
Remember Me is a project that was formed back in 2015 to serve teens that are experiencing hardship. Our first year of doing it, we were actually serving families with teens, meaning the teen, whatever referral we got was of a family that had a teen in it, and our focus was to gift that teenager because we see a lot of toy drives and holiday gift drives, but it caters to the smaller children. But what about the teens? And hence the name Remember Me, where everyone matters.
So just a point of clarity, we're talking about teens in foster care.
Teens in foster care. Yes, yes.
Okay.
And so we have partnered with Big Bend Community. Well, they changed their name now to Northwest Florida, but a lot of people still know them as Big Bend Community Based Care. They are the lead community based care agency that kind of governs the child welfare here in our area. And so we partner with them to find out how many teens can we help um, bring some holiday cheer to. And so, as a matter of fact, I heard from my contact this afternoon, and we have 54 individuals. And this year is a little different. She was explaining to me we have a lot of older, I, I'm gonna say teens and young adults, because the ages are from 17 to 23, believe it or not, that are still in the system because they need that support. So 54 is our number, and I believe we're gonna do what we need to do and supersede it because we've surpassed the number for a couple of years now, and even that's been a blessing to them because they do have those last minute oops, I forgot, this person. So
Okay, so is 54 the most you've ever done?
um 56
Okay.
is the most, yes. And the year that we did 56, we had enough to create 60. So that's what I mean. We gave them the overage. And yeah, yeah.
So talk about the types of things that you collect or gather for the teams.
Toiletry items. So right now, unless someone said to me, if they reached out to myself or Michael Cork and said, I actually want to just go ahead and sponsor a team, then, I would definitely let them gift them however they would like to. But for us, it's been really easy to have people donate toiletry items and a gift card. And with the gift card, it could be from a fast food place, and just think about what would a teen like. I mean, if you have a teenager, what do they like doing? What do they love doing? They love to eat, And in this case, teens in foster care, they don't have that luxury to just go to Zaxby's and get what they want. And so even if it's a fast food card or a gift card from Walmart or Target, that way they can get a gift if that's what they want, or they can buy food. So we've been doing toiletry bags and 2 gift cards for the past couple of years, and that has worked out great for them.
Okay. And so how can they connect if somebody wants to donate to this um, very
They
worthy
can,
cause? How
yes, they
can
can go to the site. It is the remembermeproject.com. And I believe it's in the right hand corner. We have a donate button.
Okay.
And yeah, we would love for you to support a team, continue to encourage us to do this work, this greater work.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Appreciate
I
it.
have been donating to the Remember Me Project for the past few years. I just really think it is, just a population that has often been forgotten, especially those youth that are in foster care. So I really just love what y'all are doing as it relates to remembering them. So,
Yeah.
encouraging, folks to reach out, donate. Yesterday was Giving Tuesday. So
Yes,
we
it
are
is.
in that mindset, in that spirit. So, I encourage you all to contribute to this very, very worthy cause.
Thank you all so much in advance too. We're so grateful. Everything helps. Everything.
Indeed, indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. All right. Well, we are down to the wire
We're down
towards
to the
the
wire.
end.
Yeah.
So well, first of all, how can folks connect with you?
They can email me at info@jimmealnicole.com. They can call me at 850-745-2322.
Say
That's
it one more time.
it's 745-2322. That's
Putting it
host
in the
line.
chat.
Yes.
All right. There we go.
Yeah,
All right. Very good. And so you are a life skills coach and you do have clients.
I do have clients. Yes, I
Okay.
do.
You taking new clients?
I am taking new clients. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Very
Um,
good.
gearing up for 2022.
All right.
We
Very
gearing
good.
up.
Well,
Yeah.
any closing remarks that you want to share with the people?
I just want to say, well, first of all, thank you again, Nicole, for having me on. And I just really appreciate being in great company where we
Oh,
can create a therapeutic environment for people to hear and be heard and just really express, even if it's a tiny bit. I don't take it for granted. And so again, if I was to remind you of anything that I said tonight, it will definitely be to understand that you gotta set those boundaries, and you gotta practice it.
mhm.
So don't set big goals. Set small goals,
Mhm.
and think of the 31-day self-care challenge. You're doing something, one thing every day. Just start there so that you could build yourself up. And don't wear that many capes. It wears you down.
Yeah.
It changes your posture. And we gotta stand tall. We gotta, be seen and be heard, because for some people in our circle and some people that we care for and that we do have to be that person for, they need our voice. So let's take care of ourselves, ladies. Let's put ourselves first. Okay.
Yes. Great advice. Great takeaways. Great nuggets. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, your talent, and your gifts. This has been very special, Jimmeal. So
It has. It has.
so glad to have you on here. All right, Michael Cork, your partner in Remember Me Project Crime, put up the link.
Listen, she said just in case y'all didn't get it.
Just in case you didn't get it.
Yes.
Just in case. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to thank all of our viewers. They're all chiming in right now.
Oh, wow.
Saying how great it was. They really
that's so
appreciate it.
good. That's
Yes,
awesome.
so thank you. If you have not subscribed to
I just saw somebody said tonight was ladies' night.
Yes, tonight was ladies' night. Ozzy is a counselor.
We welcome you. Yeah, we welcome you.
Yes, so Ozzy he actually is a mental health counselor in Virginia. So, and he's a regular on the live. So we appreciate him. He has a great sense of humor. He actually was on the show last Monday. So
yes, that's right. Yeah, for man up.
Not 16. The men don't know how to. They don't know how to just stop and leave it. Look at this one. Ladies in free before 10. You know what?
Listen, go on and close this out.
Go to bed.
All right.
Oh gosh. Oh, thank you, Susan. So if you haven't subscribed to the Conversations with Nicole YouTube channel, please do so. Also, follow us on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. That's support. So, and we need that type of support. Just a couple of announcements real quick. I do have a live tomorrow. I will have Monique Akambi from Sherm and Teresa Nix with Catering with Care. We're going to be talking about COVID, the impact on small employers, vaccines, testing mandates, and the great resignation, which is a thing. So 6 o'clock right here on Conversations with Nicole, YouTube, Facebook, and on the Greater Works Network on Roku TV. So hopefully we'll see you then. Hopefully this was helpful. Please let's keep the conversation going. Let's keep the conversation going. I'm trying to normalize the conversation around mental health and mental wellness. So if you have some other guests that you want me to talk to or have on the show, by all means, let me know. Text me, DM me, email me, smoke signal me. Let me know. Who you have in mind, and let's make it happen, because we need to we need to have these conversations about mental health and mental wellness, and we need to practice it. So you're gonna hear us talking about boundaries and self-care, and
let's keep it going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going, because we need to do it.
We need to.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. Well, we will see y'all later. Have a good evening.
Have a good evening.
Peace.